today is our grand reopening of the Museum and Visitor Center here at Caddo Mounds State Historic Site. It's 5 years in the waiting, but it is a celebratory moment for all of us, and richer because so many of us out here today are survivors of the 2019 tornado.
And so, what does this day mean for all of you, for Caddo Mounds?
Well, it's a symbol of renewal and resilience and a coming together of friends and volunteers and communities and partners to be together here on this ancestral Caddo land and to celebrate together.
And so what were the biggest challenges faced during the cleanup and rebuild process after the tornado?
So the rebuild faced quite a few hurdles. One is just the massive cleanup and recovery effort to both the place and the landscape and people. And as soon as we came back and reopened in a temporary visitor museum and visitor center, we had COVID. So it's been 5 years to get here, but we're all really excited to be here.
Right. And so how does the new visitor center enhance the experience for visitors interested in Caddo history and culture?
So the new visitor center is very much like the old visitor center, but the building really took into account the wishes of community, both our local community and our Caddo community, in design and in safety. So this facility is much safer than the last facility.
Right, and I was actually going to ask a question on that. How does the design of the visitor center reflect what measures have been taken to ensure the site's resilience against future natural disasters such as tornadoes?
So there are hardened rooms within the museum, so the bathroom area is made to be a tornado safe space, as well as if you look on the outside of the museum, there are earthen berms that come up the side of the museum, and that also is a safety feature, and represents also the mound structures around us, is representative of that.
Okay, and I guess if you don't mind just elaborating a little bit more on the design of the visitor center and how it reflects the original Caddo Mounds and architecture.
So the idea with this new building is to have it represent some of the structures and symbols that are so important to the Caddo and to the site. So the circular nature of the roof and the building and the wooden beams across the top are representative of the grass house, as well as the berms on the outside of the mounds. And so it's meant to be a tribute to those things.
Right. And what has been some of the community feedback or even members of the Caddo Nation during the restoration process?
Safety is the big thing. Everybody was very interested in what was different in this building, and that is again the hardened spaces and the berms that create more structural safety in the building itself. There are also storm shelters around the site now that were not here before. Yeah.
Okay, and just two more questions. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. Just going back to it. And I guess what's next for the historic center?
What's next and what's happening are projects and initiatives that really involve deep partnership with Caddo citizens, and we are very interested in land conservation and working with Caddo citizens who are also very interested in that land conservation piece to take care of this 400 acres of ancestral Caddo home. We are also working on a grant project with the High Desert Museum in Bend, Oregon, and it is a community STEM grant. And so we are working again with our Caddo partners and our Western science-based partners in the area to create a series of family STEM camps for our local community.